Oh, that is much better. Wow. Okay. Thanks, Chris.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jacinta McDonnell, and thank you so much for the opportunity to present my deputation for the City of Toronto budget. I'm originally from Zambia, and when I was 6, my family and I moved to Ireland, and we lived there for a year until we immigrated to Canada. I'm a single mom with a 24-year-old son, and I am doing everything I can as an environmental activist to help end the destruction of our environment so that someday he will live without the threat of a climate crisis. I'm with Toronto Health Save, Plant-Based Treaty 1.5, Toronto 350, and Toronto Climate Action Network. Toronto is a C40 city that has endorsed the fossil fuel non-proliferation treaty, and this year I will be asking the City of Toronto to endorse the Plant-Based Treaty 1.5, a grassroots worldwide campaign that is a companion to the UN FCCC Paris Agreement using Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change data. The treaty urges governments to shift from animal-based agriculture to plant-based agriculture to help stop environmental devastation. It is supported by scientists warning, 5 Nobel laureates, hundreds of city councillors, including our own councillors Jay Robinson and Josh Matlow. Cities have a lot of power and influence, and it would be amazing if Toronto led the way in Canada by doing its part to combat climate change and signed on to the Plant-Based Treaty 1.5, just like the City of Los Angeles did in 2022, and the City of Edinburgh, Scotland, which endorsed the treaty earlier today. Along with my concern about the climate crisis, I'm alarmed by the proposed increase in the number of police on our streets. The city budget could be more focused on building homes for everyone and offering mental health support to those who are in need. Safer streets are not going to happen with more police officers policing the poor. A portion of the $48.3 million could be spent on prevention, rehabilitation, and the use of proven technology, thermal cameras, to detect and therefore reduce illegal handgun possession. I fully support safe, free, and reliable public transit as a way to encourage people to use the TTC. This will also be beneficial for the environment. I'm in favor of the commercial parking levy to help offset TTC costs. It has been wonderful to see that there are more people cycling on our streets, and I hope that there will be lots more bike lanes and connections across the GTA in the future. The city's plan to set aside funds to install 100 kilometers of protected bike lanes is not on pace, and I hope that action is taken to meet this goal. It would be so good to see funds for transit, cycling, and pedestrian infrastructure, and the end of spending billions of dollars repairing and maintaining the Gardiner Expressway. There are approximately 400 community gardens in Toronto, and I would like to see that number increase as much as possible every year. There is great demand because there are waiting lists for community gardens. We need more green spaces and tree canopies to help cool the city during the hot days of summer. There are mental health benefits when people are surrounded by nature, as we all know. In summary, the City of Toronto endorses the Plant-Based Treaty to help combat the climate crisis and meet its goals. Plant-based food should be default in schools and anywhere the city controls food procurement. We need an education campaign on the benefits of plant-based food for the sake of our health and the environment. We need safe and affordable housing for everyone. We could have safer streets with thermal cameras and rehabilitation. I support free and reliable transit that is safe for everyone and a commercial parking levy. The repairs and maintenance of the Gardiner Expressway should end, and funds could go to transit, cycling lanes, and pedestrian infrastructure. I support the boulevard option. The city needs more parks everywhere, tree canopies, and community gardens. Thank you so much for your time. I look forward to a city budget that is inclusive, fair, progressive, and shows that the City of Toronto will be taking the steps needed to end the climate crisis.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Next is Dan Bingham.